There's a risk at being a student athlete, but sometimes there's even a reward through devastating injuries. As Dan Pearson reports in the FCA Story of the Week, a Geneseo senior is turning those piercing moments into positive life lessons.
I think in the beginning it was kind of like, why did this happen to me?
Those words have come full circle for Anthony Pierce, not only from the adversity in his life, but also the blessings, like this. Geneseo senior Anthony Pierce stepped into high school with incredible potential, brought up to the varsity basketball team as a freshman and the varsity football team as a sophomore. COVID changed it all for student athletes with a crushing twist for Anthony Pierce.
At first I was a hard lesson thinking, I love sports, but there's so many things outside of sports that I got to experience, and that was something that really changed my viewpoint on it.
Spring football in 2021, finally a season. In the second game, early April, Pierce tears his ACL, meaning the end of the spring season, and because of recovery time, the end of his senior season this past fall. He chooses joy.
Playing sports is kind of big key component of my life, so getting hurt and injuries kind of made me take a step back and look at the other things. I got to spend a lot of time with my friends and have more free time, so that was a lot of fun. So I think just looking to God, kind of just ask for strength every day. The days I didn't want to get up and work, and I know it had to be done, so just asking for strength through hardship was definitely something that I needed.
Now, Anthony Pierce's coaches have certainly had that question roll through their mind time and time again. What could have been? But they're also very impressed at the results, even though Pierce has been through so much adversity.
When you have him for 4 years, you get to see the growth. He was a skinny, immature freshman when he came, and now his body looks all different, and mentally he's very different. And maybe the injury had something to do with that, and maybe it's maturity, combination. But it's really fun to watch kids grow up, and that's one of the joys as a teacher and a coach. You get to see them for 4 years and develop and grow into young men.
Things change. Being a college athlete was on the to-do list for Anthony Pierce a few short years ago. He says he'll be fulfilled being an intramural superstar in college, but he does offer advice to the incoming high school freshmen.
I think you just got to make sure you're having fun every time you step on the field or the court. Just think of all the positive things and not focus on the negatives, and just don't play scared, because it's something you'll regret.
Piercing moments that change the game. Anthony Pierce, a first-team All-Stater when it comes to viewing the big picture of life. With the FCA Story of the Week, I'm Dan Pearson.
Thanks, Dan, and thank you for watching. We hope to see you back here next week for the Score Sunday.